don't know. Donald Trump's hand look like it's about to fall off. But no, in all seriousness, though, I do think that we should have a reasonable conversation about what the 25th means and whether or not he is physically capable of serving, as well as I've already decided that he is mentally incapable, but clearly enough people are not listening to me. I was just going to say, as far as his physical health, they have not been transparent. They only came out. Now, granted, I do want y'all to understand that we are currently investigating Biden's health in the House. Yeah, that hasn't been talked about a ton, right? I think that they've decided to back down just a little bit right now because of everything that's going on with him. But I've literally sat in depositions and transcribed interviews as it relates to them going after and harassing staffers on all levels about whether or not he was competent to use the auto pen and what did they know about his health. So we are currently investigating not the president's health, the former president's health, right? While the current president is visibly struggling more physically than the previous president. That is for sure. I don't want anybody to mistake what I'm saying. Just because you are impoverished does not mean that you will be a criminal. But I do want to be clear that there is a direct link between poverty and susceptibility to having to engage in certain things. And this is something that I know up close and personal as a public defender. In fact, my elected prosecutor in Dallas County, he kind of caught some flack because he probably shouldn't have said it out loud. But he specifically said, if I get people that are getting charged with a low-level misdemeanor for going and stealing food, diapers, like basic necessities, because they literally can't afford it. He's like,
out of desperation.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not locking you up, right? Like, and granted, like, there is no good point in doing it because a decent defense attorney would have a defense, right? That there's a defense that we have on the book. So we, go and try the case, right? But like most people didn't understand. They're like, oh, he telling everybody to go steal. And I'm like, that's not what he was doing. But like, okay. And so I want people to understand that there are crimes that are committed not because people are criminals, but because they literally are trying to survive. And so I want people to understand that there are crimes that are committed not because people are criminals, but because they literally are trying to survive.